Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And it may rain and it may not rain. I have a 10 by 20 inch canvas here, and I have a pan to hold a pan because my other surfaces are not level. I have mixed up a bunch of mica powder that I just recently purchased. Some are color shifting, like in that turns to that, which is cool. I've got paillettes, which I've never used before, and because these color shifting and iridescent and just regular shimmering mica powders are not in squeeze bottles, except for this one, I am going to experiment with them, hopefully, on that canvas. I'm going to take my tops off so I can get my paillettes into the bottles. And I've got a little other container I'm going to rest my paillettes once I've used them, and it behooves me to have that be clean in the bottom. That way, if I wind up with anything in the bottom I want to rescue, then I can. I'm just going to clean that out right now. This is pretty much me experimenting for me, and you're along for the ride. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what tools I'm going to choose to use, but I do know that I'm going to start with, what I really want to start with is to put a sky in place. And in order to do that, I have wanted for a while to just give myself lots and lots of colors. And I've been doing it in the middle, so now I'm going to do it at just one end and see what happens. I'm going to use just the colors I want to use and expect that they will flow. And I'm not putting any other paint on to flow through because I don't want the white. I may change my mind. There's a lot of color there. Come out. Let's make sure we're shaken up. Doesn't matter if they're riotous colors or not. I think I'm going to do what I often do, which is move my paint out of the way. And I opened my bottles too quickly. Anyway, so I will go to the opposite end from where I wanted to start. And I will rock that edge catcher, and I will also let it fall over with a little tilt and rock it that way as well. Now I can swipe through these colors, no problem. I don't want to stick my fingers in the paint if I don't have to. I'm going to let all that run right down to the other side. I'm going to keep an eye out for stuff like that right there, which I will see later. So it is a riotous sky, but it's okay. And I'm going to use all the paint that gets pulled down on that edge catcher and throw it right back in again. And probably, since these are all experiments with sort of landscapey things, I'm going to continue to do that. Experiment with allowing my paint to flow off onto an edge catcher and then back into the design, because I like the natural lines that occur. Plus, the other thing I've been doing, is taking one of my OXO omelet turning spatulas, taking all the paint off my edge catcher, so wasting very little paint. So I might have to use my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula to get it off of my OXO omelet turning spatula. Both of these things are on the Amazon link. And both of those things, well, one of them is going in the bucket. And my edge catcher is moving away for right now. And I think I might want, after all that, either some more pink or some more white pearl. It's a metallic from Anita's. And I have quite a bit of paint. I see that thing that does not belong. Goodbye, thing. Could have been a bubble. I never really have any idea what's going to happen when I do this. But I kind of felt like if I put some white in, I might get some cloudy shapes. It might just be more than I can handle, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. I'm just going to keep letting that run down there. And then I think I'm going to move it down shimmy it off the edge catcher. I wish I hadn't taken that other spatula and thrown it in the bucket. I have two. Where's the other one? All right, there's the other one. Cool. I basically washed my tools and left them in the drawing bucket. So here comes the rest of that color. And every time I do something unexpected, it teaches me something. Like in sticking my spatula in there may teach me something. It might teach me to not do something sometime. But I think because I'm going to be playing with the bottom half anyway, put that edge catcher away, and that's kind of cool. I got some clouds. I'm going to keep right on using my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula and keep taking the paint off of it. This time I'm going to wipe it off with my studio rag, which I recommend everybody has one of. Make it as clean as possible because I don't like coming back to find paint later. And a lot of times recently, that's a mess, I see that, I have just been resting my edge catcher right down on the tile and letting the paint pour off. And at that point in time, after I get what I like, goodbye thing that does not belong, I can decide if I want to take that paint, like I have been, wipe off my excess drip, and I can, whoa, I can drop my edge catcher right into my artwork. Okay, well, that was unexpected, but it's the second time that it's happened in 2 weeks, so I'm going to have to learn how to be a lot more careful, I guess. And it doesn't matter, because I'll be fine. I'll figure it out in a minute. I would not ever recommend trying to swipe yellow and purple together because you will come up with something not overly pleasant. But being that I'm a skewer addict, I don't mind trying the skewer because it's only one stroke at a time. I really want to just roll that skewer all the way across. Dip it in and roll it back again. Not only that, I'm thinking I want a Prussian blue. Well, you know what? I say I want a Prussian blue, but I'm going to go ahead and try what I was planning on doing. I'm going to throw that skewer right in the bucket first because it's just taunting me. And I have my spatula that's clean. And I've given myself a little bit of wet paint. Who knows what's going to happen? This is not exactly what I was thinking when I started, for sure. I was looking for something really simple. I get kind of wrapped up in those sunset skies because they're just way too much fun. I can always cover my edges later. I say that, and then as soon as I see that I have a little bead of paint left on my spatula, I can't help myself. And I just push it right into the gap. So that's a black bottom. What are we going to do with that? She says, I don't know. I'm really tempted to put a, I'm going to wipe that off. I'm too afraid I'm going to need it again, and I'm going to find it with paint on it if I don't put it in the bucket, so I'm going to wipe it off while I got a minute. I am going to take my paillettes. I am going to take the blue that I said I wanted to find, which I may or may not have said out loud. This is my Prussian blue. And I'm going to use that because oftentimes that helps things sell. Although I do see that thing right there. Oh, it's a bubble. I'm going to push just a little bit of that right over the edge. My skewer or the spatula or blowing, all of those things help alleviate potential bubbles, in my opinion. I like the pink far more than I like the red. And I am tilting away from you guys, so I will try and rectify that right now. And as is customary, if I don't like what I get, I will do something else to it. I'm going to give this back to myself right now. Here goes nothing. Where are those paillettes? There we go. Here, let's try the cobalt blue first. Get rid of that excess. I just want to use the same one. I'm so Scottish sometimes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, because I'm thinking about the straw. I also have these beautiful colors right here next to me. Oh, now I got paint all over my hands. That came out of that sky. Just beautiful. And they make me want to swipe a little bit, especially through that red. So I just do what I want when I want to, because I can. Hey, that's the name of my book on the Amazon link. Below, show more, underneath the video. That was probably a mistake, because I've got dark paint on that skewer. But at this point, the wilder and more abstract, better I'm probably going to like it, because I'm not super thrilled with the colors I have in my sky after dropping that edge catcher in there. But it's still kind of cool. I haven't made too much green or brown, which is even better. Let's start out by taking a little bit of gold. That's gold mica powder also. I like the gold mica powder a lot because it usually creates lacy cells. I don't have anything particular in mind other than making a different type of band through the middle. And that may include, you know, it looking more like a landscape at some point. Maybe. I seem to have still got more paint than I know what to do with right here. So I'm going to give myself permission to wipe that off. And do I want any white? Not really. But I do want to try some of this green. I'm always telling you guys, you know, that if I use odd color combinations, then sometimes they work out when I least expect it. So I am inclined to do that. This might become one of those things that I was thinking about that I haven't talked too much about, which is just to layer other newer things over the top of them. Not so sure about that. So I have another color and another paillette, and I have shaken this. And I was intending on using a little container to mix up some paints in and see what happens with that. I'm not really done yet by any stretch, but I only got 3 minutes left after mucking about for a bit here. I do have some lacing, but it's really so small. I just want to keep playing with the mica powder colors. Let's grab, where'd my pink go? There we go. I'm inclined to put some of that in the sky too. I like that color so much. I think it's going to cure all my problems. That's someplace I can find it. Anytime I change up my colors and create a new area, it adds interest. That red is driving me nuts. So where, you know, one of these times, this is just not going to work out, but this could be maybe not that time. So, assuming that skewer is probably not the right tool for in there, and my other tools are where, right here, I am going to just give myself permission to have fun with a spatula. And I eradicated my blue. It's still pretty cool. I just want to keep playing with colors. That was my white pearl from Anita's, or white metallic. You know what? Since I'm already not feeling super confident about this, I think just what I want to do is throw my chain in there while I can. If it has to become an alien landscape, it will. I want an awful lot more white and negative in that sky, and I don't have it. And I want to keep wiping off my chain too, because that will not make a good color with that blue. But the patterns are getting a little more fun. I want to just take this chain. Oh, can I do that? I can't. You know what? I need a clean chain. I'm going to dip my chain right into that mica powder. Let's see what happens. Oh, I got rid of my cute little spirals. That gives me all of 2 minutes. It's a little better than it was. I'm not complaining as loudly as I was. Not sure you guys can tell when I'm complaining or not. I got some neat things happening, and I like them quite a bit, actually. More than I did a few minutes ago. Kind of wishing I had put a layer of white in the sky. And wondering if maybe I can get away with adding a little now and waggling through it. Yes, I like that. That's cool. I got a nice cloud. I'm going to waggle through that blue. Maybe I'll just throw a little more white over there. Smaller. A couple more clouds. So it's a different scape, but I wanted different, and so that's what I've got. So I should tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you, which is I do sell my artwork. I teach classes in Spring Hill at the house. I haven't torched. This is my first real experience with using a vast majority of that mica powder to do anything. I should show that to you because I'm going to be gone in a minute. I think I wanted to have something fairly simple, and what I'm going to have to do is cover my bottom and my edge with my spatula to just make sure that my canvas is covered. And you guys are going to be gone soon, but I should tell you, every time you give me a thumbs up and all the times you watch as much of the video as you can all the way through, you help me out. And all the time you help me out, you encourage me to come back and keep doing this for longer. And I like to do it for you guys every day. And I'd like to keep doing it for you every day. So just know that even if you can't contribute to help keep the studio going, you do contribute by giving me a thumbs up. I am going to stick my spatula in there, because I think it's still fresh enough so that I won't leave any marks. I am going to have to do my bottom edge. Yes, it's black. No, I don't care. I think black bottom edge is okay, but if you come back and see it differently, you'll understand. I am going to torch really quickly and tell you guys thank you for all the contributions that have kept me painting in the past. And if you want to join this month's contest, you will become a contributor to the studio by going to PayPal or Patreon. And those links are directly underneath. Yes, I see it. They're underneath the video and on my YouTube channel header. And I will send you a receipt if you send me a donation. I love you guys. I'm not sure what that black area is. Maybe it's just a black lake. But whatever it is, I like it. It's cool. I'm good. I can't believe I pulled it out. I was a little worried there for a minute. I love you guys so much. There's over 72,000 of you, or just about to be 72,000 of you when I'm making this.